Bright morning star arising, bright morning star arising, bright morning star arising. Day is breaking in my soul. Bright morning star arising, bright morning star arising, bright morning star arising. Day is breaking in my soul. That's pretty good. Rise in body or spirit. We got together. Here we go. Bright morning star arising, bright morning star arising, bright morning star arising. Day is breaking in So this is a song by Israeli pop star Moshe Ben Ari. It's a song of peace that has been picked up by the youth movements in Israel working for peace and all of the conflicts there. There are two verses, the first, or two sections. The first section is up here, and the second one is in English, so I didn't write it up there. I translated it from Hebrew to English so that you wouldn't have quite as much Hebrew to learn after all of your travels. All right, so I'll sing it once through. I'll sing it for this. Repeat after me. Od Yavo.
Od Yavo.
Od Yavo Shalom.
Od Yavo Shalom.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Ve'al Kulam.
Ve'al
as a mere image of the flame that guided us here and the flame we will carry home.
Tight drum. Our next song is I Know This Road Will Open. It's 396, I believe, if you would like to help you out. We're going to do it just a little bit differently and then sing the low. That will be a theme here. I'll sing it once through and then we'll try it again. I know this road will open. I know this my fear will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this road will open. All right. So those of you who want hymn will have 396. Am I right with the number? Yes. If I remember. Please rise in body or spirit. I know this road will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this road will open. I know this road will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this road will open. I know this road will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this road will. This half starts off. I know this road will open. I know this road will open. I know my fear will burn its wings. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this road will open. I know this road will open. I know my fear will unfurl its wings. I know this road will unfurl its wings. I know this road will open. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know my fear will unfurl its wings. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this road will open. Take another breath.
Come on in! I got a sale on scratch and dent dreams. The whole case is full of imperfect ambition. Stuff the idealists couldn't sell. Yeah, I know. None of it's got price tags. You decide what it's worth. And none of it's got fancy color packaging. But it all works just fine. I got rainy day sleep sets, good night kisses, and stationary stars for flying, speed of light. And over there in that, behind those alabaster stoplights and those old 45s, there's a whole case full of second-hand hope. Yeah, take a look. That's no pro. You just gotta work. Polish it up a bit. Because most folks give up too easy. They try to trade it in for some injection molding here, now. And over there, across the highway, you see that purple line just flapping in the breeze? That's Mama Genuine's shop. She's older than all of us put together. But she still laughs at the house. Now, she only sells tools, but not like you know. She's got saws to put back together, drills that make hole. Mama's a cool legend to know. Oh, she sells duct tape too. And down there at the end of the block, there's two kids, crew cut and pigtails. They're sitting behind a vinyl top table selling peanut butter ice cream on the galvanized table. That's no poetic metaphor, folks. It's just damn good ice cream. So here's what you do. Take a look around, find all the things that remind you of places you always wanted to go and gave up on, and you put them in this box marked now. And then go across the way to Mama Genuine's shop, ask her how she's been, show her what I gave you. She'll know exactly what you need. And then come back to the middle of the highway, sit down, and get to work, putting it all together. You won't have any instructions, there's no factory number tab, don't worry. Because there's 100 ways to do it right, and there's none to do it wrong, because you're starting with what's already been given up upon.
meditation, in words. There may be a little bit of silence, but you're going to be providing some of the words too. So do whatever makes you feel comfortable. If that is kind of scooching down and closing your eyes, that's cool. If it's standing up and dancing, that's cool too. Do whatever feels right for you. Each of us, everyone here, left full lives. Lives with family, neighbors, co-workers, lovers, friends, lives of work, of heartbreak, of giddy happiness, of mundane and sacred. Would you please now, and it's okay if we overlap, would you please call out one or two words of blessing that you leave for that world as we enter this time away, this retreat from the regular.
Courage.
Patience. Reassurance.
Faithfulness.
Peace.
Calm.
We came here with hopes for this weekend, this adventure that we are on singularly and together. Later on tonight, we're going to get to the specifics of those hopes and expectations, but for now, I want to ask you to go underneath those, underneath the wish of what you will find, the answers that may come to you. What is the emotion or the state of being that you hope this will lead you to? And as you are so moved, call it out.
Connection.
Courage.
Identity.
Focus. We are here, a temporary community, open to movings of the Spirit and the special gifts and inspiration of every person here. Let us bless each other in this endeavor. As you are moved to do so, please call out 3 words of blessing for your fellow lives on fire.
Trust. Intuition. Passion.
Hope. Courage. Grace.
We got this.
May we all be blessed. Amen. Namaste. Blessed be. Shalom.
Our next song is the story of two ships, each with their own unique song, and as they pass each other on their journeys, each gets to hear the song of the other. So I'm going to be the tugboat singing the tugboat song, but I also need a barge to sing the barge song. Anyone else that can sing another part? It's very, very easy, I promise. Otherwise, you just have to skip to the next part. Okay. So you can stand over here on this side of the ocean, and I'm going to stand over on this side of the ocean, and the tugboat and the barge will start on opposite ends of the ocean, and as they sail towards each other, everyone on this half will sing my part with me, everyone on that half sings the barge part. But as we'll start off quietly because we're far away, but as we get closer, we'll get louder and louder. We'll sail towards a little bit, or maybe the middle is actually kind of like here, given where you all sat. And at this point, you all are singing with all the air you can muster. And then when we cross paths, we'll switch parts. So this half becomes the tugboat, that half becomes the barge, and as we sail along, the songs fade out. Okay? So that's the story. Now you just have to learn the parts of the song. The barge part is very simple. It goes like this. Hey, oh, oh, hey. That's it. Try that. Hey, oh, oh, hey. Beautiful. The tugboat is a little harder, but you can do it. It goes like this. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. through the Jewish tradition of Semiros, singing songs on Friday evenings after Shabbat services when friends and family are gathered together. And the words attached to this melody in Hebrew are Lo Yisrael Elokei Echad, Lo Tachol Melcham. And that means nation shall not lift up sword against nation, and neither shall they go to war anymore. So I think it's an appropriate song for us to sing together in these days of awe in the Jewish tradition, and also in these political days in our country.
Man.
Lo Yisrael Elokei Echad, Lo Tachol Melcham.
So I want to tell you a story. There was a group of Universalists in the 40s called the Humiliati. And if you read a little bit about the Humiliati and know a little bit about the people that kind of birthed this life on fire thing, the Red Pill Brethren, you will see some similarities. And we can talk about that this weekend. Anyone who wants to come and chat with me, I'd love to do that. But the story I want to tell you about is what was formative to them. Now, the Humiliati, there were only about 8 to 10 ever in it. And yet they changed the Universalist denomination. When they began, they were seeking renewal for themselves. Most of them had met in seminary, and they wanted to, at least once a year, be able to get together and really struggle with deep questions about religion and faith and how to live out their faith. And they didn't just want personal renewal, they wanted a renewal for their denomination, the Universalist Church. So on one of these, this was about 2 or 3 years into doing this, they all gathered at this retreat center, and there was kind of a central area like this, and then they each had their own bedrooms. And they were really trying to go deep. And one of the elements, this is the Universalist Church, was still very Christian at that time, and they did communion. And so they really wanted to go deep into what does communion really mean. And for us, if we are going to live out this faith we feel so strongly in, what does it mean to do that? What does it mean to us personally? And so what they were each instructed to do was to take the communion elements, the bread and the wine, and take it off to their bedrooms and pray over them and meditate over them. And then they were to, by themselves, say that communion ritual that they knew so well. But this time, they were to say it without the quotation marks. So what that meant was that it was no longer going to be, Jesus said, "This is my body broken for you." They had to say it without the quotation marks. After several hours, they came back together, tearfully. One didn't come back, and so like 6 hours later, they went to his room, all of them, and went in, and he had tears running down his face, and he said, "I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it." And this is when they really became the Humiliati. They had already chosen that name at the very start of it. It means the humble ones. And frankly, from everything that I've read and everyone I've talked to, they weren't. They were pretty pompous. They got ridiculed a lot. But this was that moment because they realized that they could not honestly say, "This is my body broken for you." As one of them, the one that took 6 hours, said, he said, "If I were to really do that, it would mean completely leaving my life, moving to New York City, becoming a Catholic aid worker." And in his words, he said, all of us had to acknowledge and accept that we weren't willing to leave our lives. We were not willing to leave our wives, our Buicks, our nice shirts. And I think it kind of crushed them. But from that, what are the small commitments that we can make? And going outside of the humiliati, there's a famous quote by Mother Teresa, who said, we can do no great things. We can only do small things with great love. Now those humiliati, like I said, they had been ridiculed and mocked. What's the saying about first they laugh at you, then they agree with you, then you win? They became some of the foremost leaders within the Universalist Church. It is probably heavily due to them that we had the merger that we had. And according to all accounts, all of them lived lives of extraordinary commitment, always rooted in the humility of knowing that they had made a choice, that they could not do that total commitment, and so they sought out all of the ways that they could do small commitments in their lives. So I welcome you to Life on Fire. I hope that you can join me in a spirit of renewal, of commitment, and humility.
Vogliamo Shalom Aleichem. Vogliamo Shalom Aleichem. Vogliamo Shalom Aleichem. Be'ahulam. Vogliamo Shalom Aleichem. Vogliamo Shalom Aleichem. Vogliamo Shalom Aleichem. Shalom.